Hi, everyone. We're just going to get ready to go for my walk. And I want to start just by saying a little prayer. God, we're going to start with asking you to make this wind go away. It is absolutely ridiculous. The temperatures that we are having for the middle of March. Just saying. But on to bigger and better things. Help me to say what you want me to say, think what you want me to think, do what you want me to do, be who you want me to be. And here's all hope that I can walk on top of the snow all the way around this trail. I haven't taken this trail since fall, so we're going to give it a whirl. Here we got some moose tracks. Look at these bad boys. They're moosey. Come on, Rose, we're going this way. You okay? Are you eating ice? Well, she's too busy eating ice. So I guess I should just start with giving you an update on my channel. So I've made some decisions finally, and I think how I'm going to set it up is I'm going to continue with the 3 posts a day, and I'm going to have my morning post focused, trying to protect my mic from the wind, focused on Jesus. I'm going to have my afternoon post focused on, I'm trying to decide between cooking and UGC style, like product recommendations. And then the evening post, so morning, afternoon, and then the evening will be the opposite. So I'm thinking Jesus, UGC, cooking, but it might end up being Jesus, cooking, UGC. We'll see. And UGC just means like products that I recommend, things that I use, stuff like that. So here, we'll give a little thing. This is our pond that's completely snow covered right now. That's our water spillway. This is where we get our water from for our gardens. We pump it up above. And we're fixing to go over a bridge. That's why Jasper sunk. He's got to be careful. But yeah, so we're going to do that for our channel and see how it works out. I want to kind of walk weird so Rosie can kind of see where we're falling through at. Okay, so now that we're updated, come on, baby girl. Good job. Say it so deep, mamas. Good job. Good job. So yeah, so we're got that kind of scaled down now, and hopefully that will help increase followers. So, and then the question we're going to contemplate today on our wonderful walk is, how do you incorporate prayer, or how can we incorporate prayer more into our daily lives and battles? And well, it's kind of an interesting question. I think that I am doing this. Sorry, I stepped in a hole. I think that I'm doing this, well, one, by doing this right now. You know, I always talk better to God when I'm doing something else. Like, I'm more, I don't know, more focused, I guess is the word. more like not trying to figure out the right things to say. I'm more just doing, like just speaking my mind, just talking to him casually like I would a friend, which is good. Here, let's check out these. Oh, they're all covered in snow. We won't be able to tell what they are. They're old tracks. But yeah, so we won't have like, well, sorry. So like, yeah, so what I was going to say, it's just with, not really 100% sure which way I'm supposed to go. I'm going to go this way. Just when I'm talking to God, it's more real when I do it like this. I have a lot of conversations with him in my head. Which is fine, but I think speaking out loud is important too. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I feel like, here, look at these tracks. Not 100% sure. We'll have to ask my husband. Yeah, but speaking out loud to God, I think in some ways carries more power. Here's more moose. Bears aren't awake yet. Look at them. It's too cold for bears still. So I am trying in my life to create more opportunities for myself to be able to speak out loud. Well, like I said, because I think it carries more power to speak out loud to God. And the one thing that I'm working on really hard is taking everything to him. Like in the mornings, I like to pray, or I'm working on praying. Like, you know, like help me to do what you want me to do today. Help me to be the person you want me to be. You know, help me to prioritize things the way you want me to prioritize them. Like all that stuff. Because I wasn't. Whew. We're heading uphill now. Yeah, I wasn't like prioritizing praising him or praying to him both in the mornings. Rosie's struggling on this walk. Poor little girl. See, I got short legs, Mom. I mean, I was talking to him a lot, but I don't think I was praising him the way I should have been. So I am, or have been, working on that. And then I think, you know, the one thing I'd like to add, I haven't, but I would like to. I think it would be helpful. I just got to create a habit, and habits are hard to create, especially because I feel like I'm creating a lot of habits right now. So is creating the habit of praying before meals too, like asking God to bless my food. I grew up doing it, but then I never continued it. And I feel like that would really help incorporate more prayer and praise into my daily life. And when you're going through something, I feel like that's when we reach out to God the most. Like, I know for me, before, I was utterly silent when it came to like day to day. But when I was going through something, I was all about Jesus. And I don't mean that like condescending, I just literally mean that, like, I didn't do a great job at the other part. Whew. I'm almost up the hill. Oh gosh. Okay. Let's take a break and wait for Rosie. That was a rough one. Come on, baby! She sees the light. Keep coming. No, we're not having a dig fest, kid. Whew. That was tiring. So, yeah, I just feel like if we make conscientious decisions to, try and just bring God in a little bit more each day, like pick one thing you can do to bring God more into your life. And once that becomes a habit, once that becomes natural, then move something else, and then something else, and then something else. And I think if we do that, we would be surprised. At least I'm doing that, and I'm surprised. Like I've said, my old reactions, like how I normally would react to things, is not how I react anymore. My reactions are so not me. And that's a good thing. I don't mean because I was bad or whatever. I just simply mean, like, I had a lot of struggles. And I don't anymore. Okay. We're now on Universal. So this is our property here too. Right now, I'm on technically a public road, which is obviously not a public road. It's a plotted road, but it's not maintained by the borough. Which boroughs are just like counties in the lower 48. In Alaska, we have boroughs. But yeah, so, this is my challenge. Like, everybody just try and find something to do to just bring God into your life more. Whew. And then, well, yeah, that's all I got right now. I'm going to think and walk. Try not to die going up this hill again. I am, my goal, like I said, is to walk 30 minutes-ish every day. So this one probably won't be 30 minutes, be closer to 20, because we're at 15 right now. Well, 13, 30, 41. That's our neighbor's house. We're just passing there. They're gone right now. They have, they work. But our traversing will be easier when we get up here. Jasper! 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 This is why I don't walk this way when they're home. Because they have little tiny weenie dogs, mini ones. And my dogs have zero recall because we live in the middle of freaking nowhere. Jasper! Come on! Come! Come on, Rosie, we're on Railroad now. You're almost there, old lady. Come on, Jazz. wonder if she's as tired as I am. Jasper! Come on! Even if this walk ends up being shorter, come on, baby girl. Come on. At least, I know I got my heart beat up from doing those hills and driving through that snow. I did that one year. That, like, this time of year, I tried to walk that trail. Come on, Rose. And it was not like hard packed snow like we have right now. So our snow is really hard because of the wind we've had this year. But the year I did it, I walked it, or tried to walk it, and I went this way and went in. And I thought, well, no, how did I do that? I didn't go this way. No, there was no snow in the whole wooded part. And then I got up on the property, on our property, like, when we came up over that hill, and there's a lot of snow. And so, Rosie! Hold on. Jasper! Rosie! Rose! Rosie! Rosie! Rose! The hell'd she go? Rosie! Rose! Rosie! Jasper, come! Rosie, come on! What the hell? Come on, you little crackhead! Let's go! Rosie, that's naughty. Let's go. Come on. Rosie, go. Thank you, Jasper. Dumb dogs. So we had come up. Anyways, I came up over that hill over there. And there was snow. And so I was just like, oh, it'll be fine. And I had Smokey with me. And both of these guys always go, obviously. And Smokey could not walk it. And he was so slow. And it was so hard because every step you took, you sunk. And we had to go through it from when we come over that hill back there all the way through here, because nobody was driving on this part then. We didn't have neighbors then, to our road, which I'll show you when we get to it. And I was just like, never again. It's been several years since I've attempted that trail in the winter. Today was the first time. And really because when I did the Muskeg the other day, we haven't plowed that in quite some time. So I figured it would be nice and hard packed. And I was correct. I mean, not perfect, but it was pretty good. See, now we're coming up onto our road. So the other thing I think as Christians that we really need to think about, I have to be careful walking down this hill, but when it comes to like bringing God more in our life, I'm gonna try and walk on this side, don't fall in the ice, is I feel like we really need to do, and this is including myself, better at recognizing being under attack by the devil. Like, the devil is in so much of the modern day entertainment now. He's backed by so much, or like he backs so much of it, that I really don't think it's undeniable. Look at all those tracks. Somebody's going crazy down there. Probably rabbit. Okay, Jasper, come on, leave the bunnies alone. They get in trouble for getting bunnies. They're not allowed. That's our food, not their food. they can get mice and voles. But yeah, like it's the devil back so much of that now that I just like, it's so easy to not recognize it or to blow it off and say, oh, it's just art, it's just this, it's just that, when it's not. And it took me a long time to realize that. It took me, so everybody right now is just starting to go through the Epstein files. I actually went through what was available at the time, years ago. Like, well, it was COVID. It was during COVID. And I was one of those conspiracy theorists. Like, there's something peed, not one of my dogs, probably Moose pee. But yeah, so I was one of those conspiracy theorists. And back then, like at first, when I first went through it and first was learning about like the whole Diddy and Justin Bieber and Tom Hanks and Ellen DeGeneres and all these people that were supposedly tied to all this really bad stuff, all entertainment, the music industry, Hollywood, like so many of them have been tied. Back then were tied to it. And I don't know. I started to like really, like I was getting really like learning. I was getting to know God at the time. I'd probably been studying for like a year or two at that point. And like all of it just coming together. And I just really started switching over specifically my music at the time. Because I control my music. Like, so I'm married, obviously. And I'm not big on having control over my entertainment. My husband pretty much picks everything we watch, just because I frankly don't care. The hierarchy in the house when the kids were home was my husband, my oldest, my youngest, then me. Because I really just honestly never really cared what's on TV and stuff. I never sit and watch it anyways. I'm usually doing something else. So, but my music is something that I do listen to when I'm alone. And so I do listen to my music, and I do choose my own music. And so I really focused on that. Like, and I got rid of it. Was really hard because I was like a huge Taylor Swift fan for her old stuff, not her new stuff. I was, there was several artists that I really, really liked. And I just decided that my soul wasn't worth liking their music, which sounds like dramatic and like, but it really wasn't. Like, it really did make a huge difference in my life, in my spirituality, and in my own being. When I removed them, and I tried really hard to replace it with either Christian music, which the Christian music genre, if you have not checked it out lately, you really need to go check it out because there is everything and anything. My sister was like, she came out, we were all together for a weekend down in Florida with at my dad's house. And she came out one morning and I was getting breakfast together for myself. And she's like, what are you listening to? And I was like one of the first ones up. So nobody else was up. I was jamming away, or whoever was up was outside. So I'm jamming away in the kitchen, getting myself some breakfast. And I had on, I don't know, it was something that I put on my playlist. I couldn't even tell you the name of the song, but it was like a rap song. And I had put it on my playlist, not because I particularly like rap style music, but because my husband doesn't complain about rap style music. Sorry, I almost fell. It's really icy. And so it was when I had it, but I like the message. I like the words and I like the song and I like the beat. So I kept it. And I was like, oh, it's Christian music. She's like, what? She's like, it sounds like you're out here like pimping out a rap song or something. And I'm like, well, it is. I'm like, Christian music has changed over the years. So yeah, if you haven't checked it out, you should definitely go check it out because it's there's everything. There's some beautiful stuff. And the funny thing is my husband, who for the first time ever said he was a true believer, about a year ago now. Before that, though, he had added one of my Christian songs to his music. And it was, I would describe it as like an Indian type sound, like I don't know, you know how like Native Americans sing like that deep throated, like, oh, like I don't know how to do it because I'm not Native American, but it's like that style of singing. And she is an amazing singer, the woman is, and she's Native American, so it makes sense why she sings the way she does. It's one of my favorite songs. I listen to it all the time. Amazing song. So, just check it out. And there's movies that I just cut out, that I just don't listen to anymore. Jasper's already at the house. I don't know if you can see him here. Let's see if we can zoom in on him. He beat us to the porch and he's sitting there waiting. He's like, I was waiting for you, moms. I was waiting. But check it out, because it's sorry, I didn't get it zoomed out all the way. It's pretty amazing. You can see here, if you stand here, you can look and see the wind take all that here. There it goes. Look at it all. Look at it go. All that. I don't know if it's showing on the. There it goes all the way across. It's so windy today, and the wind is like freaking pooping. Sorry, icicles picking your face. It's so cold. And it's the middle of March, and me and my husband, and probably every other single person that lives in Alaska, is just like, please stop modifying the weather. It's ridiculous. Absolutely no reason for the weather to be like this in the middle of March. All I can say is we better not get a whole bunch of false springs now into May and June, or April and May. Oh, my face. It's cold walking this way. I actually chose that walk that path, because I knew I would be more protected from the wind. Like walking in it, I was going to be in the woods when I was walking towards the wind. And when I was walking against the wind would be at my back when I was in the open spaces. So we picked that strategically. And it worked out well for me. So, yay me. And I got my walk in, and I am at 27 minutes. So I almost made my full half hour, which is good. That's my goal. It's my goal. It's my time to talk to God. It's my time to just let it all hang out. And here we are, back home. Yay.